20 minutes. And hello, folks. Welcome to the first week of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup Marvel Rivals Edition here. JT Displays here to give you guys the host and rundown of tonight's matchup here. We've got HEIdra taking on the Wellsky Avengers in tonight's streamed matchup here. I'm very excited to check out these teams here, and indeed the bracket as well, as we got a big list of 8 teams this year rather. So enough a jump from last year. I'm excited to see how many we're going to see as champions and how many end up having a little more struggles than not. So we'll see what happens here. Of course, we couldn't do any of this without thanking our sponsors for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. It's all powered by Dick Ray Heating, Plumbing, Cooling, and Electric, and plumbing, drains, heating, air conditioning there, as well as Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, Wellsky, and KC Game On. So we're very excited to have a new title sponsor here for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup this year. So shout out to Dick Ray for providing us with that sponsorship. Really appreciate having you guys on board and also competing this year. We'll be able to see them here in later on in the competition, but tonight it's all about the Henderson Engineers and Wellsky. So HEIdra, the Henderson Engineers, Wellsky, of course, well known as well. We will be going to 3 maps. It is a best of 3 here. So take a look at the maps for tonight here. For round 1, we have the Empire of Eternal Night Midtown Convoy map there for y'all. Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, the Hall of Jalia is the Convergence map there. And then Hellfire Gala Krakoa for the Domination map to round out if we get all the way to map number 3 tonight for these 2 teams here, as we are going to go ahead and try to get 2 teams into the lobby. When we get that done, we'll get this game started for you folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break as we still got folks trying to get into the lobby here. When we come back, we will have our Marvel Rivals for you and get into the picks and bans between these 2 teams. We're not going to miss anything here. Don't go anywhere.
One, two, 3, 4. One, two, 3, 4.
Folks, welcome in. We have come to the picks and bans here on the Midtown Convoy map there. Between our two teams, HEIdra and the Avengers of Wellsky. Early pick here for both the bands. Avengers going with no Gambit, and Henderson Engineers getting rid of the Scarlet Witch early on there. As a Gambit main, I'm a little salty about that, but you know, to each their own. I understand why they banned him here. He's strong. He's very, very strong. Too strong? No, he's perfectly balanced. Getting rid of the Vanguard Deadpool, though, interesting. And getting rid of the Iron Man, again, making sure to limit the effectiveness of any Squirrel Girl pick, which, interesting to see that, considering that maybe where they're tipping their hands. We'll find out. And then looking like no Spider-Man, which I value and respect that. That is the correct option there. Get rid of that Spider-Man. The Sue Storm getting rid of that. All right. It's also very strong. She's going to get nerfed here in the next patch, so it makes sense to get rid of one of the strongest healers as well in the strategist realm. So we're going to get our two teams locked in here for this convoy map early on. We'll see how these two teams face off. Everyone is 0-0 to start off the night. Who ends up on top remains to be seen.
Gear up, little ones.
Take a look here at our two teams here. For HEIdra, they got Ant, JJJ, Sebi, Uwu, Dane Ducky, NG Levy, and Hooded Hermit. If you have been following the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup for a while, these names are not very surprised to you. They've been around for a while. They've been playing good games for several years, and we're happy to see them make their return. For the Avengers, they got the Orange, RJ Peak, Mimo, Pierce, Gamma Shadow, and the opinionated MJ1. So another lot of familiar names there. As we are now on with Enchi here in the rocket, keeping his team powered up in this engagement here as we do now move over to Ant. Ant trying to push forward that convoy, that map here, trying to get into that back line, actually, excuse me, trying to defend, gets smacked by the Emma Frost, has to retreat here as he can't get to those squishies just yet, but does get to the Punisher, and Ant out here dealing some damages. Sebi able to take out the Emma Frost as well. Dayton Ducky there in a little bit of trouble as Ant goes down here. JJ keeping things steady with Sebi as they are slowly making the retreat, but Avengers not really getting too much in terms of room just yet, as now Sebi does have an ult ready to go, so ult economy gonna be important here. The Squirrel Girl getting that early ult, waiting for the opportunity to use it and really deal a lot of damage for this. Meanwhile, Pierce on the other side, also about to hit their ult there on the Moon Knight. Being the DPS there could be game-changing. Immediately drops it down there, tries to get to 3 with Dayton Ducky. Gets a triple, knocking him out there. Absolutely incredible. Pierce thought he had it with the ult for his Moon Knight, but the nice counter from Dayton Ducky using his ult, knocking him out and finding ways to stall out this convoy so far. Really smart maneuver there. It's Dayton really strong right now with the Namor. I really like the consistent damage that Namor is able to push out and punish people. If you're not careful, he can absolutely take you out. This Doctor Strange in a bit of trouble here with Namor, but gets saved by Gamma Shadow as they use their ult to save the Orange there. Opinionated has switched over to the White Fox as we get the Avengers assemble from Ant here, trying to create some pressure on that back line there. And now we're gonna get the Punisher here. See if he can land some kills. Gets one. And it gets taken out, only able to get the one there. White Fox trying to use theirs. Now, so many ults coming out here. From the side of the Avengers, trying to push forward now. As they are able to get JJ out. Now get both tanks out here. Sebi might need to pull back. That's exactly what ends up happening there as they play cleanup right now. And the Avengers, they can pass the first checkpoint there. Marching forward. 13 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the timer right now. HEIdra, let's see what's in their back pocket as they've got 3 ults waiting. So lots of good ult economy available for them. Can't wait to see if it's going to be spider time here or not. Might be squirrel time. Just keeping those spider mines up and using nice arrow denial right now there. But looking at ult economy creeping up on Pierce. That's what a good Moon Knight does. Just keeps building that ult and really able to spam it as much as possible. Squirrel Stampede coming out here for Sebi. Able to get the triple here. The double, excuse me. But contributing to 3 kills. Even though not called for a triple there. Nice way to stall him out. And push that cart backwards. Mimo here in Wellsky using the Punisher there. Using the Punisher with the machine gun version as opposed to the shotgun version. Some people just use shotgun Punisher and can be quite effective with it there, but Mimo choosing the machine gun version, the standard configuration of that hero, so to speak. And now HEIdra getting absolutely in the face of Avengers. Avengers having to push, getting pushed all the way off that cart there. And HEIdra doing a really good job standing on business in this corridor here, making it really challenging for the Avengers to find a good angle to attack them from. However, when you have Doctor Strange, they will find alternate angles there. That's exactly what happens when you find that tucked in there. Orange might be able to get a 9 Agamotto out here to freeze out, waiting for the right opportunity to stun their opponents. Fire time though now coming out from Penny. All these ults coming in here, just trying to get in the practice of it all. Ult finally drops off on Penny though, but does a really good job keeping them off the field of the of the convoy there. On the orange, just having to drop back there. They will wait for a new push here. They've got 40 seconds to try to make a final push. And we've seen some changes out. Now Pierce moving off the Moon Knight, now on to the Phoenix. And finding some nice shots on there, doing some decent damage, but really just kind of melting down the tanks, not able to effectively push into the squishies as much and really impact. We'll see if Ant can make one last valiant change of pace here. Gets into the back line of it there. Squirrel Girl again coming in. It gets taken out. As the Emma gets taken out there as well. Will there be one last Eye of Agamotto just to stall this out here on overtime? Or is HEIdra going to be able to claim this? It looks like HEIdra, as round 1, locked in there with only 1 checkpoint given up on defense. So now they will swap sides. As these Henderson Engineers, they hail HEIdra after a nice defense there. Here's to see what changes are made as our Avengers. And he looks to be the optimal pick right now. Okay, certainly very strong on that Penny in the first part of the round for the swap. Now swapping. We'll see what differences these two teams offer in terms of contrasting styles in terms of defense.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Doctor Strange, wow.
We're in this together, Tandy Bowen. Get the stars out of your eyes and let us fight.
Whoa, all business.
The fate of many worlds is at stake. It is a mighty quest.
Of course, I'm curious to see how Dayton Ducky's going to set up on this early on here. Was really effective early on, getting those good team wipes last part of the round there on defense. Setup of those squids is important there, just to try to help relieve some of that pressure for the team. Really able to set back. Ooh, the Angela there, able to really get in on the penny. Really smart way to draw them out of position there and just feed them to your team. Love the use of the Angela here to really disrupt the backline of the Avengers right now. And try to do the same thing here. That Punisher's caught in an awkward position and goes down to Sebi. Just a quick, you grab him and feed him to me type situation there. Well, here with Pierce, you see, able to get the KO there onto JJJJ, but Dayton Ducky able to get RJ Peak and the orange now. That's two tanks going down to the trident of Dayton Ducky. That's a triple there, and Dayton Ducky having a great time right now, like at least, and you can see it on the stat line as well. 28 eliminations so far, certainly making their impact known. 29. Yeah, nice little fish in the barrel type situation here for Namor. Just trying to find opportunities to hit his next target there. Here comes the ult. Not able to find somebody with it there, but was able to push them forward because of it. Able to get Deck out of danger that time. As you see now, on the white box, coming on unleashed. Trying to keep their team alive here as RJ Peak trying to get some clobbering time in here on Ant. Really trying to make Ant feel the pain. The damage coming out here. So far, very few eliminations. Mimo gets taken out by Ant, and now Ant able to get two here, really finding some space with that. Captain America gets three here. Well, the assist there with Dayton Ducky, and Sebi doing the lion's share of the eliminations, but they are able to push far enough. That cart able to move it and get round number one in favor of HEIdra. And Ant with the MVP there. So HEIdra taking round number one there. Look at those eliminations from Dayton Ducky. 35 of them there. Massive, massive in terms of team pain dealt out by Dayton Ducky. Of course, Pierce getting 14 there, top scorer on the side of the Avengers, but it'll be up to these two teams to see what they do on the next map, which will be the Hall of Jalia Convergence map here. So, Henderson gotten in the face of the Avengers there. Wellsky having to find a bit of a struggle there against them here. So we're going to go over to the Hall of Jalia there for our convergence map and see how they are able to respond to that attack from HEIdra there. Because HEIdra, certainly, you know, you cut off one head, they just keep growing back. So let's get into round number 2, and we'll see who's able to come out on top, if HEIdra is able to get this in a clean 2-0 sweep, or if it will be the Avengers able to force map number 3. We're going to find that out as we are getting underway to the picks and bans. The early conventional wisdom here. Likely going to be the Vanguard Deadpool again. Again, he's just so strong. That's why they're nerfing him. In the next patch here, where we get Devil Dinosaur. I'm really hoping that Cyclops also gets to be a Vanguard here. I understand if he will be a DPS, because I mean, Cyclops, he do damage. He do damage. He is the leader of the X-Men for a reason. But Devil Dinosaur, that reveal today, they're very excited about the next patch here. Obviously, we'll see. I don't believe that that next patch is going to be effective in next week to really pay attention to for our perspective. But we'll see what they do allow here. But coming soon. Again, Namor getting banned out, rightly so, as well as the Captain America. Both of them very strong in the last game there.
Could make all the difference.
Deciding to, you know, say, you know what, maybe we're a little scared of them. We view them as a threat. Meanwhile, for HEIdra, keeping the Iron Man off, as well as the Sue Storm and the Scarlet Witch. So very similar with their bans from last time around. They do not want to see those heroes in their line of sight there. Iron Man, of course, recently getting a bit of more of a damage boost there, so he is a little more consistent with his damage output here. Interesting to see Pierce starting out on the Cloak and Dagger here, the C&D. Very interesting. Opinionated must be feeling good on the Daredevil here. Daredevil can be quite scary here. Again, as a Gambit main here, I'm not really a big fan of the Daredevils, because so often I'm stuck in a team that's like, hey, I'm on the back line here. Why is this Daredevil in my face? Please get him off me, and no one else is paying attention to it. So, one to be watching out for. I will be looking out for Opinionated to see how they can do on the Daredevil here. Gamma Shadow though on the Gambit, so I do appreciate that. Let's see, Day on the Penny here, just dishing out into that corner there. Opinionated, swapping off to the Hulk there. So I love that as well. Do love a good Hulk play here, especially after the buffs. And a good Hulk plus the orange on the Venom there. Gonna be a really good job just getting into the face of people there and cause some chaos on back lines here. Which is exactly what they are doing here, just making sure, hey, just keep us topped up with health. They'll do fine. However, your healers are kind of in a bit of tough spot there, as Pierce is the only one left able to provide any help, and not able to do that. So they will drop here after a great defense by HEIdra early on.
I'll patch you up.
I was fine, but thank you.
Get on board here with Ant for a second. See what a Spider-Man player actually sees during game, which is to say, not a lot of the main field.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Strafing in here, trying to find those off angles, and dropping back, get tealed. Lather, rinse, repeat. Benny here, providing a lot of aerial denial here. Good ult used by Opinionated there. Had to use it there just to keep themselves alive. Good time to use it there. Will they be able to get anything effective on it here? Does drop down into the puny form and gets dropped because of it there. So not able to get on to the point right now. You see a lot of swapping off. RJ Peak now on to the Mr. Fantastic, just trying to provide a little bit more beef to absorb some of this damage being put in their face here by HEIdra. HEIdra's doing so much damage here, keeping them so far off the point. Avengers are going to have to find a new way to try to get a way to break through the defenses of HEIdra, as they are just absolutely staunch right now.
You're ready for action.
NT Levy, we haven't really talked to him much about them much today. They haven't need to be in too much of trouble. Had a spotted bottom there, but able to escape as all the ults come out here from the Avengers. This is a drop in here. 45 seconds left to play on their side. Try to secure this point. They're trying to do everything they can. Now the Gamma Shields, Gamma Shadow, and Edgy Levy both dropping out. Super. All the ults coming out here. We're trying to keep them on top of them here for you. This is fantastic. Gets a triple here for RJ Peak. Will this be enough to finally start putting some movement on the point here and finally try to keep themselves alive? Goes down. Do they have anybody on the point? Still left. The orange is still there, but for how much longer? Has to keep it alive here. Mimo finally able to get there as well. As we hit overtime, the frantic dash back to the point here is Angela. Nearly got taken out that time. The Ant does get taken out and eliminated. And they do take that first point, able to finally get the cart to move forward here after a very, very strong defense here by HEIdra. Avengers now on the front foot at last.
Ready for action.
I was fine, but thank you.
Team player, that's me.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Nice little solo kill there by Ant to take Mimo out behind the play, behind the run of action there. Now able to get in on the White Fox, but White Fox wise to drop the ult there, keeps her alive here. As she gets taken for a ride by Angela a little bit there, and way out of position here. Able to get back with that ability there. Keep her on top of her teammate and gets a KO as well on top of that. The opinionated MJ able to do some work here on this White Fox and keep this cart moving. JJ. Trying to find a next victim. Pull into their teammates' ball of death. Not able to find it yet, but time is patient. They're willing to wait. Now dropping down before finally popping back up again here, looking for the opportunity. Does drop the ult here, keeps them all pinned in as the Punisher ult drops in here as well. He's staying alive here and melting faces as Hooded Hero Hermit has to use their ult to keep them alive. Gets a KO as well. Enchi Levy gets Mimo. Dayton Ducky takes out RJ Peak. And that is a nice, secure of the cart here. 15 seconds before overtime. I don't know if they're going to be able to get back there in time.
Final 10 seconds.
They're going to try to push as quickly as they can. But by advancing in front of it there, yeah, Mr. Fantastic going to have to use that ult maybe just to get on top of the point, just to save some time here and use that big body of his just to absorb some pressure as the rest of the team has been taken out behind him here. RJ Peak's the last one left, trying to stall it out, and the Avengers only able to get halfway there to checkpoint 2.
0, 2, 1.
HEIdra now
Time to switch things up, including which
look to
side
have it
you're
locked
on.
down on point 1.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this
Let it
one.
slip from their grasps, but able to rally to stop them from getting to the second checkpoint. Makes their job a little bit easier on the back half of this map.
Armor plates here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You guys are the coolest! I always thought so. Now let's kick some butt, shall we?
You're pretty cool yourself. Being able to understand animals. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, all you have to do is listen. They really hate Doom.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
All the Squirrel Girls are out in full force on the second half of this map here. Avengers trying to keep it close here, as they're going to face some adversity immediately from the backside of the point here, as the Penny trying to get behind their defenses early on and zone them out of the top here.
You're up, little one.
Meanwhile, from the front,
I was fine. Thank you.
see Emma Frost and Dayton Ducky leading the charge there. Waiting for the opportunity for Jade to drop down and surprise them on the back end, no doubt. Orange trying to keep him alive here, as is RJ Peak. For the Avengers trying to push back at this onslaught from HEIdra here. Doing a good job of smashing that down. The Orange able to take out Sebi. Pierce takes out Ant. And Etchy Levy able to revive Sebi there, as Ant still waiting for an opportunity to get back. Takes out the mine field there,
So much better.
as Jays does a really good job just surveying the field, picking the opportunities here. Able to take out RJ Peak there, as they are capping this point here. Ant goes down again, but is doing enough to delay them from getting to the point, as it is taken over. Checkpoint 1 accomplished. Avengers now they've got about 75 meters of space to cover to keep themselves alive and force game 3. Pierce gets dropped there and shot in the back by JJJ.
This is gonna hurt. You're up, little one. Systems restoring.
I'll get you next time.
I suppose that helps.
You see Dayton here, as we're going to see big play here from Ant. I can feel it. Just a matter of time. They're about to hit the ults. All the ults about to happen here. Still holding on to it though. No doubt waiting for the right opportunity. and does get the kill on the Mimo. Important there, as Etchy is able to boost everybody with the amplifier here. And that is a nice big strong push here for HEIdra, as they are moving that cart forward here. Only 15 more meters before victory is granted to HEIdra, and they start the series off 1-0. And that will do it. Game, set, match. HEIdra taking this one in dramatic fashion here. Very dominant over their Avengers. Wellsky put up a great fight, but ultimately HEIdra came to play and not to mess around, and found themselves looking at a victory tonight. Dayton Ducky leading the way with the MVP on that one there. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here for us there. Man, oh man, Dayton Ducky had a triple there. 11 final hits and had 12, although not quite as effective as Dayton Ducky in this map tonight. Meanwhile, on the side of Wellsky, the Avengers here, RJP doing some decent work there on the thing, but not able to get the kill percentage that they needed to really stay competitive with HEIdra on that map there, and that's what ended up doing them in here. Just not able to get the same amount of pressure from them. Nevertheless, though, decent performance from both teams here. I think they showed a lot of promise from the side of Wellsky. Meanwhile, again, HEIdra, they are the team to fear. They are absolutely looking to rip some heads off here and show why Henderson Engineers are known quantity to be scary throughout the games. For week number 1, though, Henderson getting off with a W to kick off here. Of course, the rest of the bracket there. Let's take a look at that there. See the rest of our standings. We don't really have them updated just yet, but we do have coming up. We'll be able to check out Wellsky clocked out, locked in, as well as Agents of BMCD. That's Burns and Mac. Don't forget the other Burns and Mac team, Mac Attack. And then we have the Honeywell Viltrumites, the Honeywell Harbingers, and then the Select Quote Squadron, all joining us as part of our 8-team matchup of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026. All this, of course, provided to you by our fantastic sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. Of course, I'm talking about Dick Ray Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Drains, as well as Wellsky, Henderson Engineer, Select Quote, excuse me, and KC Game On. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We will be back again here next week. Same time, same place. New Marvel Rivals. Yeah, we'll see something else here. Who knows what's going to happen? We're ready to be here all the way through July, where we will have a live grand finals, excuse me, at UMKC. So I'm told. So let's see if that happens here. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know. I'm JT Displays. You can find me on Blue Sky at jtdisplays.bsky.social, or on Threads at JT_displays. I'll get that changed next time I get streamed. Thank you guys so much for watching here. This has been the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup Marvel Rivals Week 1 action here on KC Game On, twitch.tv/KC Game On. Make sure you're following us here. And of course, hey, we love a quick little, free Prime sub. Who doesn't love a little free Prime sub there? You get some beautiful emotes. All the emotes that will be added and updated for this season. So that way you can rep your team, your company, your favorite players in the chat with some custom emotes as soon as you hit that subscribe there. Hey, whether it's your money or it's Jeff Bezos' money, it's all good here. And let me tell you, we're all going to be good up until next week, and we'll see you then. Thank you guys so much for watching us. Have a good one.